Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I'm here to celebrate my friend Anna and her 800 subscribers and her birthday. So for her 800 subscriber hop, we are challenged with 5 different things: squirrels, cake or birthday, black cats, the color teal or aqua, and there was one more thing. Oh, coffee, the color or the actual thing. So for coffee, I'm going to use the colors, and I'm going to use all the different colors because my coffee is more like that tan and other people use theirs pretty black. And then for the aqua or teal, I have lots because the collection I'm using has some aqua and this washi tape I'm going to use. And I'm also going to bring in some sequins from Anna's shop that has some teal and aqua in it, and I have a spray. And then I also have this Simple Stories Simple Vintage Country Harvest, and I will use the ephemera from this, but do not use the stickers and embellishments that you see here, but they're wonderful and I'll be using them on other layouts. The black cat was a little tricky. I brought in this Francis Myers Halloween black cat. The birthday's a little tricky because the picture I'm documenting, but I have these sweet treat brads that I have like cupcakes and stuff, and then squirrels because Anna loves the squirrels. And so I have this cute squirrel from Bramble Fox. It's a perspective that I'm going to use. And then she has this bonus to add the number 800 somewhere. And this is what I'm documenting: a squirrel. So yay me for having a picture of a squirrel. And then, like I said, I'm going to use this Calypso Teal shimmer spray. So I've got my papers, my embellishments, and the fun challenge. So let's see how this goes. First things first, I'm going to use this really awesome paper. This is by 49 and Market, and I actually got this from Anna at Peacecraft Love. And so I thought it was very fitting to document with this. And I'm going to hold this over here for a minute because I'm asking my 13-year-old son, top, middle, bottom. And so he picked where my ink went. So he picked top right, bottom middle, and middle left. So that's where I am inking this Calypso Teal. And like I said, it is a Diane Reevely shimmer spray from Ranger. I love these shimmer sprays. So I made 3 spaces, and that is where I'm going to work in that area. So I also put some double-sided tape down because I'm going to put some of the washi from this Simple Stories Simple Vintage Harvest Garden, just one strip at the bottom going in the same direction as those lines, and another strip up at the top doing the same. And I just really kind of did that to rein in the layout, as well to add the teal or aqua and those colors from this collection. And so my plan was to use a ton of the stickers and stuff from the sticker sheets, but in all reality, what I pulled out of the ephemera worked perfectly to encompass and cluster around my picture, and that's really what I wanted. So I have this picture of a squirrel, and this squirrel is in Washington DC, and I think they're just really used to people because the squirrel was posing for pictures. And so I'm not really zoomed in this picture. He was pretty close to me. He had been following my best friend the whole walk. He or she, I don't know how you tell. This squirrel had been following my best friend from the Lincoln Memorial more than halfway down the reflecting pond. So, yeah. So finally she said something about it, and I took a picture. And so then as we left, it still kept coming. So I thought it would be funny. And then later that night is when I got the message from Anna saying that what her hop things were. And that made me laugh hysterically. It was just meant to be for me to document this squirrel, because I am creating a 12 by 12 book of our adventures to DC and stuff. I've already made a little 8 by 8 book on the road. There's a series for that on my channel, but I wanted to make a full book because I have like 500 pictures of everything we did. So All I've done so far is added some chipboard embellishments and some of the flat embellishments. That little brown pumpkin says Hello October, and it was the first week of October this year that we went. I put that really cool little leaf cluster with the little wooden heart, and then folded up the wings on that butterfly and just attached that down. Now I am going to do some maneuvering in a few minutes, but everything is pretty much staying where you see it. I'm just adding tags. I really just wanted to make a lot of clusters. I layered up some scraps from the 49 and Market papers that I had from I'm pretty sure it was a creative ambassador layout that I created in September with this collection kit. And so those were just leftover scraps, and I have about 4 or 5 sheets left in there. So I plan on doing some major damage to some of those stickers and embellishments in the very near future, because it's going to go in my Kill a Kit for November. Spoiler alert. So I'm just adding this little word phrase, just says jump into fall. I just thought that it was, appropriate. I considered adding this other tag here, but I didn't think it looked right. So I'm going to add this little leafy bits with the little butterfly on it and tuck that in. And that is actually where my little black cat is going to be as well, in that same cluster over there on the right. And then I'm tucking this little label in. I think it says something like, I can't tell for sure. That's really small. Something about Hello Autumn or something like that. So I'm just cleaning up all the things that I'm not using. I am going to add that little heart. You see there's 3 hearts right there. I am going to add those in the bottom left corner by that chipboard leaf cluster that says something about autumn as well. And then I'm going to tuck this black cat in here. It doesn't really have any need. So it's really just kind of like a hidden place for it. And I've done that before with another layout I did for Anna, because she does like squirrels. I did a layout in May, I think it was sometime earlier this summer when she hit 500. And I had like squirrels and coffee cups and stuff that didn't fit. I don't care. I think it's fun. And I'll make a note on the back of this layout that explains why there's a black cat and this random cupcake tucked behind this leaf. You can still see them. They are still on the layout, and you'll see it better in the close-ups. But I just think it's fun. And later on in life, I'll be like, why is this black cat here? Although I may be looking at myself thinking, why did you scrapbook a squirrel? I don't know. I scrapbooked a squirrel in Disney World, so, I mean, why not? So I've pulled out the sequins set, and this sequin set came from Anna's shop. When you order from her, she sends you these sweet little postcard that says thank you, and it has a little Ziploc baggie or a little, baggie, and it's got a sequins mix for the month. So that is the sequins set for September that I've got out. And really, I just pulled the orange and the teal, because the other colors, some of it was like reds and pinks, and that wasn't going to work with what I was doing. So I'm just making little clusters of 3 with the orange and the teal, and I am going to use one of those to cover the tag hole on my little tag right there underneath the butterfly. And I used the teal or that aqua or whatever because the orange ones are pretty big and would have covered that little round circle around the tag hole. And then I pull out my hip kit alphas that are from the August hip kit from 2022. And that was my very first month being on hip kit club, not on, but getting hip kit club. And I've decided to title this Stalker Squirrel. I thought about adding to the title. I'm going to pull out my black alphas and numbers here in a minute. And I thought about adding to the title to say something like that crazy stalker squirrel or something like that. I even considered doing something like, of all the 800 people in DC or, in the park, the squirrel followed me or something like that and getting the 800 on there. But after looking at it, I really like the way that this looked, and I didn't really want to add any more. But I do want to add a little more black because I have the black cat on there, and there are some darker colors with one of those butterflies. So I decided, instead of leaving the sequins completely unfilled, that I would grab my black enamel, and it's an enamel accent by Tim Holtz, and it's created by Ranger. And so I just put a little dot in each one of the sequins, all 9 of the sequin. And that gives me that little extra pop of black. And that is it. So I hope you'll go below to all of the people who are playing along and celebrating my friend Anna with Peacecraft Love and her 800 subscribers and then some. And wish her a happy birthday, because today, the 27th of October, is her birthday. I'm sure she's 21. And I just appreciate her because she has been such a good scrappy friend and friend to me. And there's that little cupcake. So, and here's your squirrel, Anna, just what you wanted. So I hope you have a fantastic birthday, Anna. And I hope everybody else enjoys celebrating with you and seeing how other people are being creative and adding these fun embellishments. So I hope you all have a fantastic day. I hope you'll come back and see me again very soon. Happy scrapping.